Transform Your Life Fast. Daily Habits That Work. No Fluff Guide. Welcome to your new beginning. That's a dramatic opening, I know. But you're here because you're tired of repeating the same old routines, right? You want change, but not the I'll start next Monday kind of change. You want real, lasting transformation. And it starts with your daily habits. This audiobook is called Transform Your Life Fast. Daily Habits That Work, because, let's be honest, most of us don't want to crawl toward improvement. We want to leap. But here's the truth bomb. You don't need to overhaul your entire life overnight. You just need small, smart, repeatable habits. Let's dig in. Part 1. Why habits matter more than motivation. Let's start with something controversial. Motivation is a liar. It shows up when things are easy. Sunny mornings, fresh coffee, maybe a Taylor Swift song in the background. But where's motivation when your alarm rings at 6 a.m. and your bed is warm and judgment-free? Nowhere. That's why habits are your secret weapon. They don't care how you feel. They're built on consistency, not vibes. If you've ever said, I just can't stay motivated, it's not your fault. You were trained to chase feelings instead of systems. But what if I told you that brushing your teeth, walking for 10 minutes, or writing one sentence a day could completely reroute your life's direction? Sounds tiny, right? But tiny is mighty when it's done daily. Part 2. The myth of the perfect morning routine. Here's where most people crash and burn. They try to copy someone else's lifestyle. You've seen the Instagram reels. Wake up at 4:45 a.m., meditate for 30 minutes, drink something green and suspicious, read 3 books, run a marathon before breakfast. Look, if that works for them, amazing. But for most of us, that's not a routine, it's a full-time job. So ask yourself, what's one habit I can do in 5 minutes or less that moves me in the direction I want? Seriously, 5 minutes. If you're trying to journal for 30 minutes a day and failing, drop it to 1 sentence. You're building momentum, not a memoir. Because here's the truth. Transformation isn't loud. It's sneaky. It happens while you're sipping coffee and doing 5 push-ups, not while you're pretending to be a monk. Part 3. Breaking bad habits without hating yourself. Let's talk about the awkward cousin of good habits, bad ones. Scrolling till 2 a.m., skipping meals, procrastinating like it's your job. Yeah, we've all got them. But here's the twist. Bad habits aren't always signs of weakness. Sometimes they're just solutions we've outgrown. That late night scrolling? Maybe it's your brain saying, I'm exhausted, but I need to feel something. So instead of shame, let's use strategy. Try habit swapping. Replace, don't erase. Instead of scrolling, swap with a 5-minute podcast. Instead of stress snacking, try water, stretching, or, wait for it, doing absolutely nothing and sitting with discomfort. Because here's a harsh truth. If you can't sit in silence with yourself, the world will always feel too loud. Part 4. Habit stacking, your brain's favorite trick. Want a psychological hack? Here's one that works. Habit stacking. Pair a new habit with an existing one. While brushing your teeth, repeat your affirmations. While waiting for coffee to brew, stretch or journal. While walking the dog, listen to an audiobook on personal growth, like this one. Your brain loves patterns. It's lazy, but predictable. Tie new behavior to something you're already doing, and bam, you've got a shortcut to change. This is how you make transformation automatic, not painful. Part 5. The habit plateau and how to break it. You'll hit a wall. Everyone does. Week 3, motivation's gone, progress feels invisible, and your inner voice says, see, told you this wouldn't work. This is where most people quit. But if you've been doing even the tiniest positive thing each day, you're winning. Plateaus aren't the end, they're the test. Growth isn't always measurable in the moment. So when it feels like nothing's happening, remind yourself consistency is compounding. Every good choice is a quiet investment in the person you're becoming. You won't see it overnight, but one day someone will ask you, "How did you change?" And you'll smile, because it wasn't magic. It was daily habits, stacked like bricks, until you built a life you're proud of. Part 6. A real-life example that isn't Elon Musk. Let's bring this home with a story, not about billionaires, but about someone relatable. Meet Mia. Works a 9 to 5, juggles family, barely has time to breathe. Her transformation didn't start with a gym membership or quitting caffeine. It started with one rule: do one small thing daily. She started walking 10 minutes a day while listening to uplifting podcasts. She swapped late-night snacks for herbal tea. She wrote one sentence in a gratitude journal before bed. Fast forward 6 months, she's not just healthier, she's calmer, clearer, and more in control. No hustle culture, no 4 a.m. alarms, just daily habits done consistently. And if Mia can do it, so can you. Final thoughts. You don't need a new life, just a new routine. Transform your life fast. Daily habits that work isn't about being perfect, it's about being intentional. So don't wait for the stars to align. Start today. Pick one tiny habit and commit. Your life doesn't change in a day, but it does change daily. And one day, you'll wake up and realize you transformed. For real this time. Because you didn't just wish for a better life, you built it, habit by habit.